Hello, we are back with Borderlands again. Sadly, we are not at the same place and we have a higher level than before, mainly because I lost the audio to the other footage, so that's unusable, and we haven't played Borderlands in about 3 weeks. So you know.
Which subsequently means we have no idea why we're here, what we're doing, or what our plans were.
Realistically, we didn't know anything about that in the first place, so we're basically at square one.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, you're right. But anyway, to be honest, most of what we were doing was tedious side quests, so arguably, we could look at it as a good thing. Anyway, now we're going to speak with Eric Franks.
But yeah.
Might have some sausages for us.
You know what I forgot, right? You know what I forgot that was on that recording? There was a place where like we could like 1v1 each other, and like you were red team and I was like green team or whatever. And
yeah.
I completely wrecked you, but I don't have that footage anymore, so.
Ha! And it never happened.
Yeah.
You can't prove it ever happened.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So.
It's because Taran is useless. But yeah, it's like, oh, you see it, you take a single.
Where have we gone? I think. Did you go to the right place?
Yeah.
With the vault on lockdown, they had served their purpose, and now they were a drain on the economy. Why pay full price for weapons when you can take a 5-finger discount off the nearest corpse? Hyperion was looking to clear up the drain, but those guys were one tough hairball.
I thought you said the treasure hunters were the drain. Now they're the hairball?
Well, yes, you see, the treasure hunters were blocking the flow of, and the grimy buildup of money and...
This metaphor stinks.
Shut up! Point is, Hyperion had a plan. The treasure hunters could handle all manner of beastie, bandit, and battalion, but they weren't expecting the interplanetary ninja assassin Claptrap.
Oh, the Claptrap.
This Claptrap was programmed to take our boys out indirectly. Trapping, poisoning, spreading catty rumors around town. Nothing was off.
I swear we've seen this.
Too smart. He looked around and didn't like what he saw. Claptrap's being subjugated, humiliated, obliterated. What we call programming, he called slavery. So, he rallied his fellow Claptraps and turned them against their corporate masters. What started as a rebellion became a revolution. And take a wild guess who Hyperion called to clean up the mess.
Handsome Jack.
Okay. We may have gone to the wrong place.
Yeah, because I swear we've seen this before. But let's explore anyway, because you know what?
We're at Tartarus Station. Yeah, we're at very much the place.
Let's explore.
Right.
Let's explore. Fuck
No.
it. Yeah, no, we have to explore. Caleb, this is the part of the DLC. Okay.
Because the DLC when we're done with the actual game. Don't want to get I'll just get confused and we'll forget why we were even here in the first place.
We still don't know why we're here in the first place, but okay.
Shut up. I think we're here to open a vault, even though we already know there's nothing good inside the vault. There's never anything good inside the vault.
The vault ends up being more vaults. Realistically.
Is that like a prostitute club, you know, somewhere?
Apparently there's more fucking missions around. Because Claptrap is just being that type of person. Okay. Well, I didn't get the way I wanted it to. Well, no, there's not.
No. For some reason my sprint isn't going very well. It's, the chick. What's her face?
But he said though, those missions at the...
Helena Pierce. Well, he was a lying piece of shit.
Oh, well. Yo! Do we know what happened to her face? She literally doesn't have an eye. Well, she doesn't have pupils.
Yeah, remember we found out the story in Borderlands 2?
I
you
don't...
remember?
No, I don't.
Dude, you do it every bloody time. It's really tedious. You just go...
Oh wait, she got shot... Wait, did she get shot in the face or something?
No. Okay, basically, her husband gave her a skag pearl ring, and then some skags came and fucked face, and then she tells the story to Handsome Jack, and then Handsome Jack shoots her, and everyone on board the train, and everyone gets sad for a second. Anyway, let's do our side missions.
There's two in
Old
New Haven,
Haven.
apparently.
Yeah, there's two in New Haven, so we'll find this container. Container found. Well, we haven't found it yet. It's over this way, apparently.
Run. So, yeah. Caleb and I haven't really been, been with each other lately. We've both been kind of doing stuff. Oh, wait, that's already on, isn't it? But yeah.
It's just a struggle.
So,
It's just a struggle to find time between
Yeah.
actually having lives. Because a couple of years ago, we did all we had was games.
yeah, that's all we did was games, because we had no life. But now, we are somewhat adults, so it's harder to,
No,
Have
no,
life
we're not really.
We're not really, we want to be though. Or one of us.
We're pretending to be.
Yeah.
What was inside there?
Yeah, there was
this
a
midget.
yeah, it was a midget. I killed him, and then that was it.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Well, that was
Okay,
easy.
report to Helena Pierce. Dumpster
yeah.
diving.
So, what
What's-
have you been up to, good sir? Good
What
roll,
have I
good
been up
sir.
to?
Yeah, good. Yes.
Well, I just got a lovely new chair. It's great for both my back and my bottom. Because I either won't move because I'm too big with normal chairs. What else happened? I'm actually driving around, got my license, getting some hours up. It's good. Besides that, pretending I know what I'm doing in VCU. But
The story of my life.
best day, man. It's like, well, what else happened? I got hit by a truck.
What the fuck? What? Just casually, yeah, I got
Yeah,
hit by a truck. Like, no, whatever. What happened there? I haven't
Well,
heard this
basically, I was
story.
riding home after school one day, and some idiot in a truck is not taking this turn at the right angle, and he hit me with his side mirror in the back of the head, and I did a flip. I came out mostly okay. He broke his side view mirror, so hopefully he gets pulled over for unroadworthy.
You just get
but
smacked on the head.
I was like, it was raining as well, boss. It's always raining in these types of events. It was raining as well, and I was just lying there like, what just happened? And then I realized I'm still on the road and should probably move before I die.
So you basically just got whacked in the face by a his side mirror.
Yeah.
That is basically one of the best stories I've ever heard you say yet. It's a short story, but it's like, that's hilarious.
Well, like, I can't. The thing is, I've told it because I bandaged up my hand because I scraped it pretty bad because I like skinned a bit, so I cut up some skin. So I've told it so many times that I'm just so sick of telling it that it's slowly gotten shorter and shorter to the point where it's like, hit truck, hurt hand, yada yada. But I have no idea where this thing is. I'm trying to find it in the dumpsters. No, you shouldn't. Eric, someone tell Eric, don't put your valuables in dumpsters.
I mean,
Bad-
in a
bad
wasteland
policy.
like this, you kind of gotta.
Well, yeah, it's about the entire world of the dumpster, but
Well, we don't talk about that.
oh yeah, that's the other thing I did last night. I watched Idiocracy, which is a movie set in a post-apocalypse, basically asking, what if, because smart people have less kids and dumb people have more kids, that if slowly over time, the general IQ of the population dropped to the point where everyone was like a retard, and then one average guy from from the modern times went back, and basically it's about him becoming the president of the United States of America, and figuring out that in order for plants to grow, you need to water them with water instead of Gatorade.
What?
That's literally, they were gonna die because they had no food because they were watering their crops with Gatorade. That was the central plot. And also they tried to kill this guy a bunch of times because apparently he sounded like a fag. He actually spoke normal English.
Is that English I hear from you? Off with his head.
Yeah, well, like apparently they couldn't understand him because they talk basically in grunts and pop culture references. It's like so many of the things are like already like you can see. It's sort of scary because it's like, oh, like some of the shows they're watching. It's like, oh, that's a thing on MTV, and how like all the ads, like basically their entire lives is structured around ads, and just ads tell them to do. It's like, wow.
Sounds like what
Scary.
we're coming to right now.
So yeah, hopefully that's not our future. Maybe people one day will look back on us and it's like, ah, maybe we screwed up. Honestly, they were so stupid to burn like all the books for like fuel instead of reading them. So you can't, like, they don't even know that they're stupid. How stupid they are. But you know, fine. What else? We watched Memento, which is an early Christopher Nolan film,
Oh, yeah.
basically continuing these trends of trying to mindfuck you.
Listen, Christopher Nolan does what Christopher Nolan does, and he's a fucking genius at it.
And I feel like if these bloody trash cans were ordered more sequentially, it'd be less pointless running around. Ah, I found a treasure chest. I'm not sure what game has got me like pressing F every second to open things up, but I think I've been playing a lot of Dirty Bomb recently, and I keep on pressing F to open, like, to do things, and it's like, no, you just dropped your Scorpion torrent. So I've actually used it once when I want to use it.
Oh yeah, probably not. It'll probably be on recharge when you want to use it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I'm about to die. If I drop, I can kill all these dudes. And I'm dead. And it was on recharge. And typical.
Siren's power just got the cooldown of a god. Just instant.
Yeah, I think like your ability is so like I'm just spoiled because I basically played Roland's equivalent, whatever the name of that is. The class, I forget what the class is called. But I played Roland's equivalent in Borderlands 2, and his turret, once you got rockets on it, was just the most OP thing ever. And Sirens was like, was actually okay, but only okay if you had like teammates. Here it's like the other way around. Like my turret does jack shit, and you basically just run into a group of people and fuck them all up. You're actually like the most ham class ever. Okay, so hand in this, and then we can decide where we want to go from there.
What do you need?
Go talk to Eric. Wherever the hell he is.
Well, my mum just gave me a call, so that was interesting. But you know, movies and shit. I don't know. I kind of just stopped listening to you because I had to talk to my mum. But
Wow, that's just insulting.
I'm sorry, but
Like,
you know, family calls.
You you hang up and send them a text saying later. That's what you do.
Well, I can't really do that when my friend's literally right in front of me, ready to go. It's a swipe of a button.
You just that happens to you all the time. I'm like, why don't you pick up? It's like, I don't even hear it. Also, because the ring on my phone and the vibrate are broken, so it's basically
You really
unless
need
I have
a
it
new
in my
phone.
hand.
You
I really do, but I'm really cheap and I don't really care. Oldhaven. We're not
Well.
going to go there because I feel like that's the main mission. Ross Commons East,
Sure.
because I just west. Where's Ross Commons? Here we go. Middle of nowhere. We're literally
Middle of
going to
nowhere.
the middle of nowhere.
I like it.
I feel like that's this game. You just would you like to go from X desert environment to Y desert